So the second time, tell me what happened the second time. You got out. You started back in the game. What happened?
I got out. I didn't last no longer than 19 months. I mean, I got out 19 months, went back 10 years. Now, this is the part.
Yeah. Why was this different?
This is different because the relationship that I have with my youngest son, I mean, like, everybody got like Batman, Robin, Scotty, Jordan got Pippen. Well, my son was like my Robin. We was like together every day. Everywhere I went, he was with me. If I was doing something wrong, then he couldn't go with me. But like when I wasn't doing nothing wrong, he was with me everywhere I went. And it was to the point where if I came home and I didn't take my shoes off, he would take my shoes off and be like, "Dad, where you going?" Mom could go anywhere, but Dad, you can't go. I want you to be here with me. So I never had to tell him that I was gonna be gone for 10 years. And I didn't want her to tell him. I wanted to tell him. So she brought him up to the county jail that I was in. I had to look at my son through the eyes, through the glass, and tell him, like, your dad ain't gonna be able to take you to football practice no more. Your dad ain't gonna be able to take you to Chunky Cheese no more.
And that's what broke you.
That's what broke me, because when I had to tell him, his tears like welded up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like I crushed my son, like, and not to even get emotional right now, but like that break, that's that feeling, that every time I tell a story, like it brings that feeling, because I know what it's like and I understand the pain that he had, and I'm like, I'm gonna be gone for 10 years. And then when he cried, I walked away from that glass, and that's when I said, I'm gonna come back a changed man.
Yeah.
And I made every point to come back a changed man.
Coach Lynch says, in order for something to live, something got to die.
You right.
And it sounds like to me that was the moment where you decided that the old you was dying.
Yes. You got to kill the old you to get to the new you.
Yeah.
And I had, and that moment right there is what killed the old me. And I walked away. I didn't even have dreads at the time. I had like a low haircut. And I came back. I had these long dreads, new person, new mindset, everything. I'm going to be a better father. I'm going to be the role model that he needs, that my other son needs. So they can say, like, no, my dad was there. He was the man. He did what he was supposed to do. Because I don't need my kids growing up where there's another man as a role model or that they're a superhero. Like, that's my job. That's why I brought them into this world.
So, all right. So what created this new value system was a drive to take care of your kids.
Yes.
Right? So tell me about this process that you went through in jail, right? Tell me about what happened, the ups and downs. Like what ultimately got you to? I understand that your child was the breaking point.
Yes.
But what was that process like of going through that change? Because I know it's hard. You can't just quit that old lifestyle that quick. It still requires some refining to do to overcome. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The mental blocks that you may have that makes you to still want to. I still want to impress some of these people. I still want to. How did you overcome this stuff?
So as I'm getting sentenced, I get shot to Manchester, Kentucky, and I'm on it. I'm working out. I'm doing my thing, but then I started like just taking full responsibility. I had to take ownership. Like I had to take ownership for the things that I did.
Extreme ownership.
Regardless if they told or if they didn't tell or whatever. But at the end of the day, I had to take ownership for my role, because if I wasn't selling drugs, I wouldn't put myself in a position for them to be telling on me. So I got to take my responsibility and take ownership for the things that I did. And once,
So somebody told on you?
yeah, I actually got set up. Yeah. And I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was like a gift.
Snitching is part of the game.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's when you realize that when you in the streets, as much of a code you may live by, the streets don't live by that same code.
No.
Snitching is part of the code, even when people don't even realize it, because it don't matter how real you is.
Right.
Somebody's still gonna snitch on you.
Yeah.
You ain't got no control of that.
No, none at all.
So go ahead. Yeah.
So, as I start taking full ownership, I had to start reevaluating, how I looked at myself and how I did things and my values, and what really meant the most to me. And I figured, like, if I can't take care of myself and get myself together, and I cannot be the father that I was supposed to be for my kids. So I got to start with me. So beyond anything else, everything starts with you, and it grows from there. So I ended up getting there, then they ended up shipping me to New Jersey, which, at the time, I was putting in to go get a transfer because you stay out of trouble, you get transferred, right? So I was like, just send me close to Lexington so I could be close to home. I get to see my kids. You know, it's easy. It's right down the street. It's like 20 minutes. And they didn't ship me there. They shipped me to New Jersey. That's over 500 miles, which is the thing. So at the time, I'm like, why are you sending me to New Jersey? Like, I'm right here, like right down the street. But it turned out to be the best thing they possibly could do for me. Because when I got to New Jersey, now I have no distractions. I ain't got to worry about somebody coming to visit. If you don't come, I ain't got to worry about getting upset or things like that. So now I can just focus on Dale Robinson, and that was a blessing to me. Like, at the end of the day, like, I think God put me there just so that He could say, hey, I need you to work on you so I can help you come back to be the person that you was meant to be. So I went to New Jersey, and I started, working out and stuff like that. And then, a few guys was like, man, will you train me? And I'm like, man, I don't train people. I just want to work out, work on myself, become better, and go back home to my kids. And they bugged me for a whole week. I'm talking about every day. And I'm talking about every day, like, at the time in prison, my name was Black. They were like, Black, you go train us. And I'm like, all right, I'd do it. And people not even know, like, I was training people and I was getting one tuna a week. And if you don't know what the equivalent of one tuna a week is on Canton, that's like $1.25.
Yeah, that's money.
You know what I'm saying? That's money. And I was getting paid $1.25 a week to train from each one of them to train them. So I was basically making $2 and something.
Yeah.
Just to train people.
Yeah.
And I mean, then once I started training them, I fell in love with not even just the training part, but just helping people become or do something they never thought they was able to do, and just to see the glow and the satisfaction on their face, like, this is my passion.